Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcasting, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
Mama, all men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair!
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Rise and grind, wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, 'cause you experience us on the cusp of blowing up. Boom. Wake up, wake up. Rise and grind morning show.
All right, y'all. You already know what time it is. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Hey, listen, today is going to be a dope day because the sun is finally shining, but it's still kind of chilly willy outside.
Freezing.
It's chilly willy outside.
It's freezing.
But the sun is shining, and a new day is dawn. Ooh. Listen, y'all, I'm Miles Dixon. I got a beautiful host with me. She's an actress. She tell you see a bitch smack a bitch. The one and only Brittany Chanel is right here.
Hey, y'all. Good morning.
On the ones and twos bringing us to you is none other than Miss Chanie is with us. So we here. We live. If y'all want to go up to Providence, Coney Island, if y'all in the metro area, go up there. It's an old guy. He giving out free pancakes. You want to get the breakfast special number 1, which is a half an order of pancakes and some eggs. You can get cheese though. He ain't sends you with the cheese. So hey y'all, how you doing? Brittany, good to have you back because I know you had some trouble in traffic last time I seen you. But that's beside the point. You see your board?
I did not.
Okay.
Where is it?
Don't worry about it. It's not up. It's not up.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, she saw it?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't say nothing. She's so petty. She
Anyway.
one step closer.
One step.
She one step closer.
She getting knocked the fuck out.
Oh my goodness, it was dope.
She never said nothing to me. I've been sitting here for 20 minutes.
Yes.
See how ninjas do?
She could have been like, "Hey, you know what? You look at your board."
She could have been like, "Oh, you want some water? Did you want some water?" Nothing. Ninja.
Well, one thing for sure, two things for certain. We don't even got no water. So,
oh, we got a water? Because I sure was about to ask for some, but I guess I'll just be dry mouth.
What about the others?
The other what?
The other one.
The other one. Okay. Anyway, so hey y'all, today's topic is going to be a real easy one. I don't have no gas station chronicles, so we're going to jump right into it.
And I went today. I'm going to tell you right now, I think going to the gas station is a waste of time.
But you got to get gas.
I know, but it's still a waste of time. It's like I just don't feel like stopping. It's just a waste of time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm beef.
That's why I'm electric car. People don't throw it. I
did see the electric Jeep Wagoneer.
Ooh.
It looks really. I was on the side. I was like, wow, what is this? I was like, oh my God, get me another Jeep.
You start breathing like.
I liked it, but I don't know if I want an electric Jeep. No shout out to the people at Stellantis, but I know a lot of y'all that work there.
Yeah, y'all drink too much.
And y'all don't be working.
Not your
Not
y'all
drink
drink too much.
Not they do.
Please.
At 8 o'clock, it's shot o'clock for them. Okay.
Well, to be honest with you, most of them are near bars. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
I know one in
but
particular.
Ford is a little different and GM a little different, but Stellantis,
Oh yeah,
aka
yeah.
Chrysler, they didn't change their name 100 times. I don't even know who they are now. Who are they? Stellantis?
They didn't change they name more than I changed my phone number.
No, really, like are they? Who are
that's
they
pretty
now?
often.
Yeah.
No disrespect to them. I love everybody that works there. I know a lot of people.
Does that take credibility away from
What, Stellantis or who are they? Fiat or Diamond?
You
Who
see what
are
I'm
they?
saying? Just the fact that name changes. Does that make the foundation a little
Would you trust a
shaky?
man if he changed his name 100 times?
No. Cause who are you?
Shout out to my people that work there. I love y'all. I love y'all.
I like
love
y'all real bad.
I love y'all so much. I really do. They're my people. I'm just saying. I did see it. It looks amazing. I don't think that that's the one that I would want to drive.
I know it looking amazing. That damn Cadillac Lyric is.
Oh my God, that is my dream car right now.
Cadillac.
Cadillac.
Get me a Cadillac.
Luxury.
Let me tell you, that boy wrote up on the side of me. I don't care what color it's in. It could be black, white, green, purple.
So they
that boy cold.
So they also have a
That boy is cold.
They also have a
It's 70,000 though, if I'm not mistaken.
what?
The
Or
Lyric.
new off the lot.
75,000.
70,000. It's starting off at 70.
Yeah.
Trust me, I already looked into it.
She's like starting off.
Listen, I am one of those people.
Is it a 25?
Yeah.
Yes. When I see something I want, I begin my research on it. So they're starting off
That's
at
true,
70,000.
folks.
I
That
start
is
my
true.
research.
Listen, so shout
That
out,
is
And I
true.
will study that thing until I get it.
No, seriously.
shout out to anybody who's getting electric cars, because electric cars ain't gonna do nothing but get better and better and better. That's one thing that
Yeah, then they're gonna be blowing up.
They're gonna open up more
But at
charging
least
docks.
I'm gonna look good in my Lyric.
Well, I get.
the Mercedes one though. Oh
listen.
my
Ain't
God.
nobody touching that Lyric right now.
Nothing. No.
I don't care what y'all
Well,
say. I've been studying that.
Hold on, I'm about to show you something.
Nobody's touching it.
What's better than the Lyric
What?
is the Rivian. Now,
I don't like the Rivian.
I know you probably don't like the way it looks.
Yeah, that's why it's ugly.
However, it's one
No
of
disrespect to the makers.
However, it's one of the best electrical SUVs.
Well, isn't
period.
it like the foreign? Isn't it considered foreign or something?
No, actually, it's American, and,
Is it?
and originally Ford had partnered up with them. To
Shout out to Ford.
Over $2.3 billion, but
Shout out to
then
them.
it didn't work too well with them. So Jeff Bezos took over, and that's why you're seeing a lot of Rivians on the street.
Already.
That's okay.
Jeff Bezos wound up buying it out.
That's fine, but I'm still staying with the Lyric. And I like the name of it, the Lyric.
Lyric, yeah,
Lyric.
it's-
Lyric.
that-
Like
that'll
it's
make-
starting off at
Yeah.
70,000.
That'll make you maybe Shoshana. What's her name?
Shoshana.
Shoshana. Maybe you need to do a rap video with it.
Maybe.
I think
I'm just trying to decide what color do I want, white or black. I might just do both. Make it Dalmatian.
I'm gonna tell you, I seen this chick with me.
I can see that for you.
Hold
I
on.
can see that.
Listen,
They got
that is my car.
They got one
What about
of
a
the
half and half?
They got one of the dopest colors. They got a lavender. When I say this chick walked out in this lavender one, the interior was like light lavender.
Yeah, that's too much.
I was like, that's cold, but it was cold.
She probably was driving real calm.
She like y'all ain't touching me.
Yeah.
She whipped into the.
So that's the one.
See, I just think like the black cars and the white cars just so classy.
Especially when they clean.
man, and it just look like you got money.
Yeah.
My God.
When you wash it.
And you ain't
yeah.
got $1 in your pocket, but you look like you
but,
got
you
money.
look, but you look good.
You look good.
You look good, man, bro. Let's go to the topic of the day, y'all. The topic of the day is.
Don't be surprised y'all see me in that lyric.
What
I was like,
No, what would you do?
What would you do?
That was on the Wiz, remember?
No.
What would you do?
we don't remember.
When the 10 Man, did you see the Wiz?
I did.
So remember the women that was the
Oh, what will I do? Please tell me what will I
do
if I could feel? Don't get mad at me. Y'all know I love to act something. We need to do a podcast of act that out.
Act day.
Matter of fact, let's call it acting out. We acting out today.
Yeah, it should be acting out.
Hot acting.
Because like that's the best part because you got to act the scene out.
Yeah.
Baby, let me tell you something.
Yeah. Okay.
And you right because they were in like
Can
the
we rap?
ground.
Can we-
No, in the wall.
In the wall, and they was. Please tell me what.
What would
And then Michael Jackson, the Scarecrow, and Dorothy, Diana Ross.
So they confused. Because laws should not be talking.
Shout out to Nipsey Russell. Nipsey Russell, that's who was a Tin Man.
Oh, that's his name?
Yep, Nipsey Russell.
You know, I didn't know anybody but Diana and Michael Jackson.
And what was the lion name?
That was Diana Ross' brother.
Yeah.
I forgot his
I think
name.
it's Fred Ross.
And then I knew Lena Horne.
Yeah, Lena Horne was the bomb in there.
Yeah, that was like the only 3 people that I
And
knew.
so the funny part about even
Like, who was the lion?
I said I had a heart. Anyway, so
Please tell me what?
Anyway, so so when you came up with this topic, Chanie, what would you do? Because you,
She was on the couch.
It's a little shaky. I was very much
She was on the couch.
chilling.
Yeah. Why would be so mad that we have sign language?
Yes. So what would you do is pretty much there will be video clips that we will play, and we will have to give our response, reaction on what we would do in those different scenarios.
Picture day, yay! Okay.
So that is the motivation behind the topic.
Okay. Shout out to Chanie. Chanie had a great show yesterday.
Yeah,
with
she
Jewel.
did. I tapped in with Jewel Santana. That's what I'm calling her.
Jewel.
With Jewel.
Yeah, it was very.
How does he say his last name? Silas. Okay.
Yes.
Silas.
Okay, let's go to the video. I'm ready.
Okay.
And Chanie.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'll just check.
So jealous.
I'll just check.
Why you keep calling me? I told you I gotta wait till she sleep tonight. Girl. Okay, look, I miss you. I'm gonna see you tonight. Come on now. You know I love you. All right, here goes Shay. All right, look, bye. Hey, don't tell her what's going on in here. You ready?
Yeah. I was looking out the window. I seen you on the phone.
No one on the phone, nobody.
Yes, you was. I saw it on the phone.
No, I wouldn't.
Grandma, when he on the phone?
Yeah, I don't pay no attention.
I saw him though. He was on that phone.
Man, you didn't see nothing. I wasn't on the phone.
Oh, Grandma, so you acting like you don't know?
Yeah, I don't know what be going on.
He was on the phone. You was right here by him.
Girl, I wasn't on the phone.
Grandma, who was on the phone? So is your loyalty to him or me? Huh? Wasn't he on the phone?
No, I didn't see him.
You sticking beside him, Grandma? And I'm your blood?
I wasn't on the phone, girl.
I don't know what's going on.
Grandma, who was he on the phone with?
I don't know.
What was said?
I know. I don't know.
Grandma.
Say I don't know.
Whose side you being on? I seen him. I was looking out the window.
Man, you just seeing stuff. Is you
No,
all right?
I'm not.
Is you okay? Relax. Leave your grandma alone.
No, she got something to tell me.
No, I ain't got nothing to tell you.
You know I wasn't on no phone because I wasn't on no phone.
I don't know who he talking to. He wasn't on no phone nowhere. He just picked it up and hold it in his hand.
And saying baby.
Like this. I wasn't saying nothing.
And he told you not to say nothing, Grandma. See, this was you is not my grandma for real. This was a prank. You hold your loyalty to Chris?
No.
No.
I would hide her teeth forever.
I would be mad at my grandma and I wouldn't talk to her.
Really?
Grandma! For real?
I would have my grandmama dentures. I'd be like, she'd be like, y'all
You ain't gonna never find your teeth.
See my teeth.
I would be so mad at my grandma.
Till they move the refrigerator when they move it. She'd be like, them damn things.
To be honest, my grandma, she'd tell me. She wouldn't tell me. She probably wouldn't say it in front of him, but she probably be like, "Yo, you better watch that."
But watch that because he was talking to some girl talking about them tonight.
Yeah,
so
Do you think she played it safe though?
Yes.
Like in any case that she did want to go back later on and tell her granddaughter, like, "Hey."
What she did, she played it safe in front. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain: the woman of that caliber, that age, she had wisdom. So she was like, if this nigga brave enough to say something in front of me like that, he brave enough to crack me upside my head and my granddaughter.
Sleep like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like just older people too, they didn't get in people's relationships. I feel like that's the difference between then and now.
Yeah,
like if you had problems, you had issues, you and your spouse or whoever worked it out.
Now people's spouses almost the same age as the mama, so it don't even matter. That's what I mean when you think about it, you know.
It's a thing.
I was just at Coney Island, right? This old man, he's 90 years old. I mean, his mother 90. He said, man, you know, my mama could get up and still cook breakfast every morning. He said, this old man's other man said, you live with your mama? You know, it has. No, she lived with me, and he's like, so what made you come up here and spend some money? He said, I ain't gonna lie, I want to see this sexy thing right here. Talking about the waitress, right? And he pulled this. There's a white girl up there with a big booty. And she said, I don't even work in the mornings. He said, I guess I got lucky. It's just funny how older people just look at life like
they didn't live it.
Right, yeah. Definitely.
They want to try to come tell you how to live yours. They'd have been a hot mess in the streets and did everything they wanted to do.
So if you found out your granny was a hot mess, would you be upset?
Yes, because where am I get my wisdom from?
I mean, but wisdom.
Hot mess in what way?
Just a hot mess. Would you declare it being a hot mess? Because Keisha Cole did that. I just seen something with Keisha Cole. Mom was telling her Keisha the truth. Like basically, I was a whore and you got caught up.
Oh yeah, see, my grandma, she was a prude.
I mean, to you, right? But what if you found out that your grandmother was not?
I mean, I'm sure she was a hot mess. I'd be like, hey, I want to hear the stories, but I wouldn't be judging her.
Yeah, I feel like everybody has.
I mean, she was a hot mess in some ways.
Let me tell you something. I'm getting to the point where when I got older.
But I love that we can have those conversations.
Yeah, everybody done had their days.
But I love that I'm at the point where I can talk to my granny about that and she tell you, you know, certain things.
I love the point that you're able to talk to your granny, period. That's so dope. Yes. A lot of people don't have that. I'd never met neither one of my grandparents, my grandmother, but I met my grandfather. My grandfather reminded me, you remember Lurch off of the Addams Family? Tall. Yes, you rang.
Yeah.
So my granddaddy, to me, of course, he was just big in stature, right?
Like, okay.
Like tall, right? And then
somehow you missed it.
No, for real. Well, generation.
But while you playing, yeah. So I think Pooter got my granddaddy. Oh, okay. You know what I mean?
So he was over 6 feet.
Yeah, she is pretty tall. Well,
I never got to the age where I can know he was over 6 feet.
Oh, okay.
I know he kind of towered over my mother, but my mother was like 5'7", 5'8". You feel me?
She was how tall?
5'7".
Oh, she was tall for a woman.
Yeah, and so it was funny.
That's tall.
But my mother had broad shoulders, right? My granddaddy had broad shoulders.
That's where yours come from.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it's crazy. But I never knew.
Gotta be quick.
But my father, he was slender. He was a slender dude, but nobody in my family that I seen as far as males had broad shoulders.
Definitely.
Exactly. So anyway, let's go to the next video because I want to see what would you do about this next one.
I would be mad at my grandma. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be mad. I'm like, Granny, for real? Like, dang, all the stuff we done talked about.
I definitely would hit my granny's dentures.
I would be upset with Granny.
Granny got to get the business.
Yeah. Granny, get out of the front seat.
Because your loyalty is always gonna be and supposed to be with me.
But now I feel like I can't trust
the grandma.
I can't trust her or him. Because my thing is, what have you really done?
What have you done? And what do grandma know? Does she not?
But it was probably a prank. They probably said, your grandma, you know.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a prank.
It definitely is a prank. And the guy probably like, listen, older people just stay out of people's business.
They don't. They just don't talk.
They just don't.
They be in it because they be knowing what's going on.
But they'll tell their friends. Right.
Yeah.
Chanie, you text him later. Come on now.
You know what?
I'm just joking. Shout out to old girl Lauren, the other girl from the other morning show, reporting what's going on in the courtroom. She's hilarious.
You know how much I spent on this ring, and you complain about where I'll propose to you at? That's what you complain about?
In the car. It's no type of thought into it. And then it's been 10 years. I don't want that shit now. It took you 10 years?
Okay, everybody not the same. Maybe it take me 10 years to realize if I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
I don't want it.
That's crazy. Like, I don't get you. Like, then you talking about you finna leave. Where you finna go? Where you finna go?
Don't worry about it.
I'm finna worry about it. What you mean? What? So you don't want this ring? Crystal, what are you doing? Crystal, you don't want this ring?
Here's my key.
You don't want this ring?
No, I don't want it.
No, any woman would accept this ring. I'm not gonna stop recording. Stop.
Yeah, let me record because, okay, it's nice. The ring is nice. I love it. Okay. But you ain't put no thought until we in the car.
Crystal.
We're in the car.
Fellas, homeboys, bruhs, friends, if you want to propose to your girl, your old lady, your side piece, whomever you want to propose to, contact me. If you want to surprise her and don't know how to do it, don't want to talk to her friends, her family, not sure, if you're not a romantic person, contact me because we can avoid this situation. We didn't have to go through that. We don't need to go through that. Went and got a beautiful ring, but the delivery was shaky. And if you need help, contact me, please. Here's my information. Just contact me and I can help you, okay? Y'all stay blessed.
First of all, it wouldn't took me 10 years to be with no man for him to propose. That's first and foremost. That's where you made your first mistake.
That mean her pussy trash. Listen,
that's where you made your first mistake.
Hold on, wait a minute. That's what I'm saying. So she got to realize if it took a guy 10 years, right? She got to be trash.
That's too long.
Or wait a minute. Here's the thing.
If he was 18,
can I say something? Can I say something?
Yeah.
We don't know where they met, right? I'm willing to bet she was a stripper. I'm willing to bet she was a stripper.
Miles, we going off information that we have.
We going
off information that we have.
Due to her pants, she was a stripper.
Due to her pants.
We going off information that we have. She made her first mistake when you waited 10 years.
She made a mistake when she brought the shit up.
It don't take 10 years.
It doesn't take 10 years.
It don't take 10 years because you guys say that you guys know in the very beginning on if you want to marry a woman. So why on earth did it take 10 years? And how were you upset with her because you decided to propose to her in the car?
So here's my thing. There's a man that I watched on another podcast.
Another what?
Podcast. Mm-hmm. I forgot his name right now, but shout out to him. He is basically holding men accountable, and I love that he does that. And he was talking to the younger dudes that got their stuff together. He's like, okay, y'all nice looking men. Y'all got y'all stuff together. What is the problem? So the guy's excuses were, well, one guy's actually, he's probably about to get married soon. But the other guy was like, well, I got to fill her out. You know, I got to check her out in all these different seasons and all this other stuff. So he said, okay, cool, I get that. He said, but there's 4 seasons in 1 year.
Praise God.
So he said, again, what do you got to fill out? What do you got to do? And then he said, now, if this is the woman that you want and she's this and she's that, she's all these things, what is the problem?
What is the problem? I think that some guys fear commitment.
I don't think that that's it. I think that people have based things on superficial stuff in the world. Mm-hmm. Because if you really care about a man, do you really care how he proposes to you?
Yes. It makes a difference. It makes a difference on how.
When back in the day that they didn't even do these big grand proposals.
It doesn't have to be a big grand proposal. They proposed
when it was just the man and the woman.
But to be honest with you, would you want a guy to propose to you while you're driving? Let's start there. Let's start there. She was driving.
If it's a dude that I like, I probably would not care.
You're gonna propose to me and I'm driving?
I I'm shocked.
Thank you.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
So can I ask you? So
what do you mean? So you want to control how a man proposes to you?
I'm not controlling.
Is exactly why.
It's not controlling.
First of all, the point that I have, the point that I'm going to, the point,
it's not.
It's not even that. The point that I'm going to continue to prove every single time is that women don't like the man. If you like the man and care about the man, if you don't even care,
if you like the woman enough effort is put into it. It's not BS. Enough effort is put into it, and I'm not talking about effort as in it has to be the big, lavish
Did you see the
event.
Ring?
Did you see
I saw the ring.
Oh.
I was looking right at it.
So, if you're a woman who's always nosy and it's really hard to surprise you, how else do you want him to do it?
That's where the effort comes in.
That was an unexpected effort. How was that not?
If that's the case, she should have put effort into making her cuticles look good. Because them nails.
Well, to be honest, for me, if
I don't know, it's no effort, it's no need, it's no nothing.
If that's how a woman responds to a man that she says she cares about, I will tell him to run from her, and she probably won't ever get married.
I don't know. He's in the car, no knee, no nothing. Just will you marry me?
What does the knee represent?
It symbolizes.
But what does it represent?
Nothing.
No, I'm asking.
It symbolizes.
But what does it symbolize?
It symbolizes.
But what does it do?
Marriage. It symbolizes marriage, essentially. But
who said that?
What do you mean? Nobody essentially said that. So it's just a symbolization.
What does it symbolize?
It symbolizes
what?
Marriage. Him asking you, him getting down on one knee.
So if he got on your knee to ask to be your girlfriend, what does that symbolize?
Why would he do that?
Chanie.
Why would he get down on Why would he? No, I'm serious. Because why would he get down on one knee for a girlfriend?
But why would he get down on one knee for a wife?
Because that's a marriage. I'm not just your girlfriend.
That was a marriage.
I'm just saying.
Actually, that's making his fiance, and it doesn't make no sense.
It doesn't. But nobody. But this is the thing. You guys say that y'all want all of these proposals, and you're upset because nobody's getting it. But here's my thing. You can't even tell me what the knee represents.
I just told you what it represents.
No,
it represents that he's taking the step.
That's not what that represents.
How you gonna ask me and then tell me?
Because it's not what it represents.
Okay, not to you, but to me, essentially, that's what it represents. Wow. Is you taking that step to say, "Hey, I'm not just wanting to be your girlfriend. I'm now moving to your fiance."
Hold on, let's ask somebody who know. Okay, let's ask somebody who know.
Sure.
Hey, Robert.
Oh, I forgot he named AI Robert.
I was say
that's not what it symbolizes.
I'm just saying.
Hey there. How can you do?
Yes, what does the knee symbolize when someone proposes to a woman?
Nothing.
The knee, especially when someone gets down on one knee, is a gesture symbolizing respect, commitment, and sincerity. When a person proposes marriage by getting down on one knee, it shows their deep respect for their partner and the seriousness of their intentions. It's a traditional and meaningful act that emphasizes the importance of the moment.
In American culture,
in American culture,
in American culture, or African culture,
it's definitely in there.
In both American and African cultures, the act of proposing on one knee is a universal symbol of respect and commitment.
Oh, respect and commitment. Okay. So, Chanie, you was wrong.
No, I know what I'm saying.
So, I'm just...
I said, no, it's okay. I said what I said. And I essentially...
So, can I ask you a question?
So what's the difference between what's the difference between him getting down on his knee to ask you to be his girlfriend? It's just, if it's respect... What's the difference? No.
How about,
if it's respect and commitment, what's the difference?
What if you was in a wheelchair?
Okay.
You get down one knee?
If he's physically able to get down on one knee, now you just hypothetically speaking and putting all of the barriers in place. So if you're not physically able to get down on one knee to do daily stuff, you're not gonna be able to get down on one knee.
Are you gonna marry him still?
I would prefer him to get down on one knee if he's physically able to.
So let's say he's physically able to and he doesn't. Would you still marry him?
No.
Okay.
So the guys that you like, you think they can get on one knee?
Yes, because they're physically able to.
Chanie, stop. They one step away from a wheelchair.
Listen, you asked me a question and I answered it.
You did do
That's
that.
It
wasn't sensible.
So
not sensible to you.
Have you ever thought about how life would be if you never got married?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would be okay with that?
I mean, I feel like everybody kind of, wants to.
When that shit hit Chanie be like,
that's what I'm saying. I
going to be worried if he's on their knee or not.
They could be sitting there. They could be sitting at Coney. Chanie like, yes.
I'm not saying where makes a difference. The where is not the thing. But if you are physically able to get down on one knee, yes.
Honestly, I do believe. Yes. I do believe if a man if he's serious, he is going to do it in the traditional way.
Because that's crazy.
But
why would you not?
It's going to take 10 years for him to do that.
And then my whole thing is a girlfriend is different because you can.
What's the difference?
You go through a few girlfriends before you essentially say, "Hey, this is going to be my wife."
If he wants to commit.
Wait a minute.
I want to commit to being your boyfriend.
Just because when a man is asking for a woman hand in the marriage, she's not the wife then.
Miles.
She's not.
But she's not. You're just a fiance.
You're
not even
all right,
married.
After the fiance, where are we moving to? We're not moving back to girlfriend. We're moving to wife.
Guess what?
We're moving to wife.
When you get engaged, you ain't nothing but a girlfriend.
Wife. No, because he didn't do the same thing he did when I was his girlfriend.
What has changed?
Nothing. Chanie just delusional.
Call her. You on the air.
Hello.
Hey, girl boy.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Okay, that's the thing. That we put too many stipulations on these things.
Thank you.
I feel like if a man loves a woman loves a man, can I marry you? Like, it shouldn't, like, what if y'all at the dinner table? Can I just hold your hand and say,
will you marry me? Right.
Yeah, would you marry me? I got a long, nice speech for you. Would you marry me? I mean, it's not about the getting down on one knee, because if y'all are the ones that always talk about we breaking generational curse. So things are different now. Things have changed.
Yes.
So why can't we just? It's not about how I said would I marry you. Long as I ain't say, bitch, would you marry me? As long as I say, would you marry me in a heartfelt, paragraph or conversation.
Yeah.
It's not about the getting down on one knee to me. I don't know.
I know. You do know, because, yes.
Because I ain't gonna marry no nigga. Only if he paying for this pussy.
Oh, right. Okay.
All right.
Say at the end of the day.
For real. No, but for real, all just sad though. Like, so I don't know. I mean, your opinion is your opinion, Chanie, but for him not to get on his
Wait
one knee.
Wait a minute, girl boy. We might be on to something. We might need to have girl boy find the love, like girl boy knew love.
That's crazy.
One of those rappers.
That would be good.
No. Girl boy do, because I know some guys who like some stussy.
Okay.
That's wild word.
No, but I mean, I agree with girl boy, because honestly, back in the day, they weren't doing these grand proposals in front of people, so they weren't getting, you don't know if they were getting down on one knee or not.
Yeah, like,
so how would you even know?
First of all, the only reason why they did that was for the representation of asking the parents of the woman to be part of the whole thing.
But I feel like that was traditional back then when things were traditional.
When people had two parents.
But not only that, people doing stuff and they don't even know why they doing it.
True.
They don't even understand the meaning and the purpose for it. Even down to the ring. Like, y'all don't even know what the ring symbolizes. Y'all just asking for stuff and doing stuff, and nobody has no meaning behind it. This is why marriages aren't lasting, because you don't know what you're getting into.
And I asked that same thing. I asked that, like, do you need a ring to stay married, or do you need a ring to get married? Like, what is the ring?
They didn't even have rings back in the day. They were jumping the broom. That's what the representation of jumping the broom was. That's why I'm like, we don't even know the meaning of marriage. We don't know where it stems from. We don't know these things. All y'all see is a wedding ring, a big fancy wedding, and then, like my great grandmother always said, going viral. Those marriages didn't even last.
Shout out to everybody who's been checking us out. Richard Heath said good morning.
Hey Richard, good morning.
Richard Heath also said Nipsey Russell was good. Yes, he was. Lauren Lewis said good morning.
Good morning, Miss Lauren.
Sean Clark said it represents humility. It don't represent no damn
Let me
humility.
say one more thing, and I'm up out of here. And also, our grandma and granddad, some of our grandma and granddads wasn't even married. They were just married through common law. They were together
that's true.
years, sleeping in the same home, and we still had a 2-parent home. So it's not about the marriage, though. Like, we got to get past that. too as well. But I'm gone. I love y'all.
Thank you, girl boy.
So
Thank you.
I think it's doing a disservice for women, especially in our community, because y'all so caught up on what things look like instead of what things really represent and what they mean.
I get what you're saying. However, we always saying we need to go back to the basics and everything got to be how it was. But then when it's traditional things, it's no.
If you go back to the basic,
has changed.
If you go back to the basic, then you wouldn't have a big proposal in front of everybody. It would be between you and him.
I never said it had to be a big proposal.
But
You asked if I wanted him to get down on one knee, and I said yes.
But how do you know they got on one knee back in the day? Because nobody knew.
I wasn't talking about them. We were referring to me. I don't know about grandma now.
Chanie,
I don't.
They're not gonna get down on no one knee.
Yes, they are. Just because they got a belly, don't. How do you think they tie their shoe?
They don't.
They do. They got slide on.
They kids tie their shit.
They wear Crocs.
Listen. I get what you guys are saying.
Well, I hope when you get married, my first question is, did he get down on one knee? That's gonna be my first question.
And he did. That's a good man.
He gonna be with a CPAP machine doing. Hell no.
And did you have to help him get down there?
Listen. Because if it was me, I would want somebody to help me if need be.
Chanie, at the rate that we're going,
if need be,
do whatever.
Can I say this? At the rate that we're going, they probably will not be getting down.
Do whatever you have to do. That's it.
At the rate that we're going, they're not going to be getting down.
Do whatever it is that you need to do.
But I find that lady to be very ungrateful. And she need to keep up with her nails.
Can I be honest?
Her cuticles was terrible.
She's
I find that lady foolish.
She's okay.
I'm not going to risk 10 years of my good child.
And now that's what needs to be studied. The 10 years that you stay.
For me.
Hey, look, you know what she did say? Well, why it took you so long to ask me to marry?
She did say
He probably wouldn't have had an answer.
He got an answer. So
he said it took me 10 years
to figure out if I even want to be with you.
He probably wants to say, first of all, it took you 2 years to start washing your ass every day.
Listen,
I mean, you just never know.
He do sound like that type.
Yeah, he wanted to say something. He wanted to really cut into each other.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Foolishness. It was not about to take me no 10
So that's
years.
how you gonna sum it up.
Baby, you have 2 years to be exact. Because if you ain't figured it out in the first year, we done. That's the problem.
Brittany, can I tell you something?
That's early. That's early on, though. The first 2 years,
you got 2
I don't even know you all the way yet. In 2 years,
I need to talk to married people. See, I'm around married people.
In 2 years, same.
Listen, my cousin married his wife in 6 months. And they've been married for 25 years.
That's good.
Listen,
that's a good
y'all
pussy.
need to be around. Y'all need to be around married people.
That's a good pussy. I mean, you get married within 6 months.
That's wild work.
You proposed in like 6 months.
You leave all this pussy behind.
Well, my other cousin, I think you proposed in like 2 years.
Good morning, Gigi.
Where your cousin be hanging out? That's some good pussy.
My cousins. I got male. Look, my male cousins. They pretty solid.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Chanie was wrong.
No, she's not.
She's not wrong.
It represents humility and a surrender to marriage life. No,
yes,
that's
because we not girlfriend, boyfriend no more. This is something new.
I think she hit the money. She's on the money with the humility. Right?
She's in the lead.
With humility, yes.
She's in the right trail.
She's in the lead. It's okay. She on my team.
I can't say surrender,
She
but
definitely ain't on your team.
She's on my team.
With humility.
Your team take more L's than the LA Lakers.
Gigi.
Listen, we in that thing.
I miss Gigi. I haven't seen Gigi in a minute.
Me neither. I called Gigi the other day. Make sure she
probably
was okay.
hung up on you.
I made sure Diddy wasn't holding her captive.
You know what? That is sick.
I can't even see her going near Diddy.
I can't.
I don't see Gigi going near Diddy.
Go look on Gigi's Facebook page. You'll see. You'll be like, yeah, I can see Gigi.
She gonna tell y'all to please come join us on Sundays
with the Lord.
Ain't nothing wrong with being with the Lord.
Nothing.
In the Bible.
In the Bible.
Okay, that's what we should all be.
The Bible is the one. Hey, look, this Gary got so mad because I called the Bible the Bible. Biblically speaking, without saying Bible.
Did she say it?
She's like, you ain't. That don't mean nothing.
And then she's like, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, okay, I can see how. I said, listen, if a child.
I love when people come back and say that don't mean
nothing.
Like, because he got you.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it really don't be meaning. It don't be meaning.
Shout out to Chanie.
Because it don't be meaning nothing.
Shout out to Chanie.
Speaking of Nathaniel, shout out to Nate. He be here today.
Oh, that's good. Caller, you on the air.
Yeah, I'm back on this thing because.
All right, let's hear it.
This is a good topic. So the thing is, and plus I'm free this morning. So the thing is, even with that, where you married within months, I feel like a lot of people is not inclined with the spiritual realm.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the problem.
if you're inclined with your spiritual being and you know, God is going to show you that this is the person that I want you to be with.
True.
So you don't have to make any mistakes. God can show you that this is your person within a week. It's up to you to listen and move accordingly. So,
and you know what's so crazy sometimes?
So you don't think it's a time frame on when you should get married, girl, boy?
No. If this is your person, you guess what? They say love at first sight.
I don't necessarily believe in love at first sight.
Well, maybe not love.
It's not so much as like we have to differentiate the fact of love and in love. You get what I'm saying? And we also have to put the word lust in there as well, because people don't know the difference between lust, love, and in love. And I just like this person. You get what I'm saying? And that is our flesh. That is our flesh. That is our natural side of just saying like, "Ooh, this person is this." So we have to. When it comes to being in love or being in the marriage, we have to get in our spiritual realm. We have to really lock down into that, because we just some of us just marrying just to be married. Because
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just the right thing to do, because everybody around us is getting married, or everybody is around us is doing this. It's the new trend: getting married, having a big wedding, doing viral things. So we have to get to ourselves when it comes to that. But yeah, this is a good topic. Y'all should have put me on this one. All right.
All right.
Thank you, girl, boy.
See you later, woman, girl.
No, I don't think there's a time. Okay, so breaking down the whole lust thing, lust is an intense desire.
Mm-hmm.
That's all lust is.
Yes.
Because it's in the Bible, God even lusts after us. So it can't be something bad if God is lusting. So basically, lust is just an intense desire. So that we broke that word down. Yeah. So in love, honestly, I believe is the infatuation and the butterflies and all of that little gooey, mushy, boom, 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 stuff, right?
Yeah, because you need that.
But I think the love part is something that it grows, right? Because you've built something, you done been through some things with this person, you done seen they more than hot breath, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you done been through some stuff with this person, and I think that's where the love grows in, and, as well as having respect with that person. I don't necessarily believe in like love at first sight. I believe there's an intense desire at the beginning, and I think there's like an infatuation in the beginning.
I definitely look at what you're saying, because love is that one thing. What I tell people all the time, it's not just about love, it's more so about purpose. But love is that thing when you don't care about that little hook toe, when you don't care about the little mole that you normally hide when you go out. Well,
if you really go by the standard of the Bible about love, it's patient, it's kind. Think about how you're patient with your children, you're patient with your grandparents, you're patient, and this is why
training a damn puppy.
So this is why I was saying when we had the conversation, when I was saying love is just love. We express it differently depending on who is that person. But yeah, it's natural, it's patient, it's kind, it's not holding right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? If we really go into the definition of what the Bible has told us what it is, because even God loves, he patient with us.
Yeah, because you're like, look at that idiot. You know,
you're doing the same thing.
But I'm saying, like, think about how he's patient, think about his grace, think about his mercy, think about how you messed up all the doggone time. And God, I ain't gonna do it no more. But yet he still loves you, he still blesses you, he still do these things for you. So that's why I was saying love is love, and a lot of us, we don't even know what it really, really is, and what it really, really means to have that.
We need to change that word love into one word.
What?
Kanye.
No, we good. But going back into...
You just actually described Kanye.
No, but I'm saying, but even going back into marriage and what you said as far as purpose... Yes, because that was the whole purpose of joining together was the marriage. You had the marriage because it was purpose, meaning you were supposed to build something together with the children and the family. If you don't have purpose with that person, there's no need for you to be married, because the marriage is actually a covenant that you have with someone. So that's why a lot of stuff spiritually isn't working.
Don't work,
because that ain't who you really supposed to be building and having been in purpose with. So that is another thing that people don't understand.
So we can live physically but die spiritually.
Yeah, you can say that. I mean, because even if you go back to the Bible, when they were picking the wives, it was reasons why they were picking the wives. Even when who married Gigi? You got to help me with this one because I can't think real quick. God told them because they had to marry. It might have been Solomon.
Solomon had a lot. No, Solomon had so many wives.
Solomon.
Yeah.
It was one of them where God told him to marry. Not the Cushite. They had to marry somebody else, and it wasn't part of the tribe. And he was saying that she's pleasing to me, but God wanted him to marry her.
Was that Sheba?
No, I can't. It's in the. I can't think on the term, but I know.
I'm going back through my Bible story.
It's in the first test. It's in the Old Testament. But my point is, like, God was having people get married to certain different tribes and things because it was doing purpose. It was building certain things. Even who got married to the prostitute? It was somebody that married the prostitute in the Bible.
Jacob. No,
not Jacob married Rachel and Leah. Yeah.
Jacob,
and he worked for both of those wives.
He was a big old.
He said for both of them.
He worked 14 years for those girls.
See, 10 years ain't bad.
Because he had to work 7 years. He got Leah first, and then he really wanted Rachel. Yeah, but Leah was the best for him.
Some 10 years.
But anyways, that's a whole nother topic. That's all in the Bible. But yeah, marriage had purpose. Marriage has purpose.
I agree.
Yeah, and that's, again, like back to what Girl Boy said, a lot of people are getting married because it looks good. It's viral. And my thing is, oh, he don't propose for you like this. He don't love you. He on this. He on that. When 9 times out of 10, they don't even know. Never mind. I was going to go to the ring.
What it is.
How much the ring's supposed to cost and what he's supposed to do with that. Yeah.
Well, that doesn't really bother me as much as
that doesn't bother you.
Because we can always upgrade the ring.
What if he don't?
What if you don't want to come with a ring?
Ever upgrade it?
Oh, well, just make sure.
Wait a minute. So do we have to come with a ring?
We have to come with the ring.
If he got to go on the knee, he
coming with a ring. Because what are you doing this for?
Can I ask you a
Just
question?
wait till you're ready.
What if he never upgrades the ring?
I'm sure it ain't gonna be that bad.
Asking, what if he never upgrades it?
I'm never looking to really necessarily upgrade it. However, if it's not the greatest or what he wants in the beginning,
if he don't give you a carat? Not even like, what if you get like half a carat? And you have a half a carat for the entire marriage.
The ring is not the thing for me.
I'm asking a question.
That's not big for me. Okay. More so than just the knee is.
Oh, okay.
Cause that's the thing for me.
Let's go to the next video, please.
That's
we need to change the subject.
for me.
So half a carat is okay for you.
If that's what he has.
Fellas, y'all ain't never gotta upgrade a ring for Chanie. Y'all can just flat out.
That's
just
wild
get
word.
on one knee.
Now that doesn't mean to come in with.
I just said a half a carat. And now you gotta be careful because they make it lab diamonds, so you don't know.
That's wild word. You gonna have to test it. Like, is this even real?
Well, I'll talk off air.
Hey,
about
my husband
ring.
is not gonna waste our time. See, my husband is not gonna waste our time. Thank you, Gigi.
It's bothering me right now, so I gotta go find this in the Bible. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's bothering me. I gotta go find the Bible story now. I'm sorry, guys.
Be right back.
Bye. Yeah, I gotta do this. I'm sorry.
Because last period when I had you in my class, you had all that time to be studying. You weren't. Yeah, you weren't. But I'm because you weren't doing what you was doing. What you supposed to be doing.
I wasn't even on my.
I don't care. But don't call me. You don't think I'm not gonna call you one back. Know that. Okay? You call me a. I'm gonna call you one right back. You in high school. I ain't that much older than you. Don't call me. Think you ain't gonna get one call back. Y'all kids got enough thing coming. I'm in school, I don't play that. You better know that, baby. You call me a you a too.
Okay, I was
okay. Okay, but she called me one. Y'all wasn't saying nothing then though. When you right. You okay, as long as I'm right. When she called me one, nobody had nothing to say. Nobody had nothing to say. Alright then.
Okay, it was Esau. I knew it. Okay. So I'm sorry. With the Hittite and the Canaanites. I knew it was something up in there.
He had to come from Cain.
Yeah, it's in Genesis and Deuteronomy, guys, if y'all want to know. I'm sure y'all don't, but I did. So.
All right. Gigi said something about me. Shut up, Miles.
What'd she say?
I would never. After he had
Yes, Krishan. Yes, Hosea and Gomer.
What?
We talking about the Bible.
I like that group.
We talking about the Bible.
Oh, Richard said it too.
Okay.
Richard said, what did Richard say? I didn't see Richard.
Oh,
What does
Gigi and Krishan and Richard said it the same.
What?
They were just telling you.
Oh, thank y'all. Because y'all know y'all read the Bible. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Because y'all reading too. So, okay. Thank you. Oh, now I see it.
Yeah. But
Thank
for
you,
that
guys.
last video, do you feel like that's why teachers are not
Thank
respected
y'all.
though? Because they are matching the energy of the students?
I think teachers are not being respected because they didn't respect themselves in the very beginning. Some people just take a job because it's a job and then take it because that's what they really wanted to do. And when you just
And the parents used to be kind of with the teachers back in the day. Now you fighting
That's
the kids and the parent.
That's true. So do you feel like teachers should be able to match that same energy?
No,
like if a high school student cuts them out?
I think the teacher is the one that sets the tone.
There you go.
So if you come in like a certain way and you set the tone, they know, I can't play with me. Like everybody had that teacher in high school. Like
that's true.
I used to mess with Miss Fisher. She used to get on my nerves.
So that's the one.
But she still had a tone. I'm like, I'm gonna mess with Miss Fisher.
Yeah.
And
you
Mr.
tread it
Ruth-
lightly.
But Mr. Ruth, see, I still remember that name. He did not play, but he loved me. He was the driest, sarcastic teacher I've ever had in my entire. He was so
But you
monotone.
love him, yeah.
Oh my goodness, because he was in psychology, so he played mind games all the time.
Gotcha.
Like, I love Mr. Ruth.
Like you
that, and he lived like right up the street from me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Hosea, Brittany,
I know I got it.
Married a prostitute.
Yeah, that's who I was.
Must be seeing stuff 8 minutes later.
That's who I was.
So
Thank you.
People in the Bible days was marrying hoes back then.
And she was rough. Like her story and the stuff he went through with her, baby. It was a rough story. It was good.
What book is that?
It was a rough story.
It should be. It's in Hosea.
Hosea.
No, it was like her story. It was really good. This is like I'm a person. I be reading it, and then sometimes you got to go back and remember it. But it was a really, really good.
So that teacher right there, I would look at it like this. That teacher right there.
It's in Hosea. It's Hosea.
That teacher right there, she was on the brink of like ending it. Anyway, she's on her brink. She's on her brink of just getting the fuck
Just
on.
walking out.
She's there.
I'm not going to high school to teach.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to the high school teachers. Y'all are strong.
Because one, they gonna think I'm their peer.
Yeah. She said it too. She's like, I'm not that much older than you.
When I
So
was-
she gotta be in her 20s.
Baby, when I was, volunteering, doing work with the, mentorship with the girls, I walked into high school and they was thinking that I was they're like, oh, you new here? No. I'm like, let me go put some adult clothes on.
Okay.
So y'all can
take me serious. Look, I'm not one of y'all.
Go put on a blouse.
Okay.
I had on button-ups and I had
blouse.
on slacks. So I had to let them know, like, I am not
there.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, we're not even on the same playing field.
Hey, it's 8:30. I mean, it's 10:30. You already know what time it is. We'll be right back. Y'all watching the Rise and Grind Morning Show right here on podcasting. Don't forget to tell a friend, share with a friend, go to YouTube, type in Rise and Grind Morning Show, all one word, and hit the subscribe button. Okay.
Gigi said she got to clock a little tea every now and then.
Okay.
Pop that collar.
Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcasting, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
What's up, this is Morshesa. I want to say just hello to all the women on podcasting.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
All men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair.
So I'm gonna be like Queen Latifah and these bitches set it off. I ain't risking my life for no $2,000. We got $1 million in the hood. Somebody gonna fuck around and rob that motherfucker. You see a bitch, and smack a bitch.
Hey, real quick, I know you guys are enjoying the show. Yes, we are always having a good time on the Rise and Grind show. But please, do me a favor. Go to YouTube, type in Rise and Grind Morning Show. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Therefore, you can always be in tune with our live content and interact with us, be in the comments, and we can keep bringing dope, hot content to you. Now, we're going right back to the show. You said what? Oh, hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Miles tapped out for all of 5 minutes. And he will join us.
Yeah, we had him.
Well, never mind. I was going to say something, but I don't really think it would have been appropriate for what's happening in the world today. Yeah. So, let's go to the next video.
We can go to another.
What would you do?
Yes.
We're still doing what would you do?
We are still doing.
Get up off my feet.
Y'all finna get Nisha.
You don't like that. Wash it up quick. Put up. You did the apple juice now. No, we got the prank mommy.
Yep.
She gonna be really mad.
Yeah, that motherfucker out like that. How they look, y'all?
Cheers.
Today little night, don't it?
Yeah.
The hell you coughing for?
It's apple juice.
What you think your mom gonna say?
She like gonna smack
Who? Wait, what's wrong with you? Wait, Nisha, I'm having a son to son. I'm having a son to son now. Why would you get that boy that? I'm having a. Why would you get that boy that? We were bonding, Nisha.
Bonding what?
Can I bond with my son?
Bonding what? I'm gonna be bonding your ass out. What you picking it back up for? You
Nisha.
Go and fucking apple juice. It's apple juice. It's apple juice. It's apple juice. Drink it.
Drink it. Keep.
It's apple juice.
Is that?
It's apple juice. I would have been mad.
Yeah, because don't play like
don't
that.
Play like
we
that.
got more than
you could have did something else, but I don't like that prank.
People always trying to prank people. That's the problem.
That's the prank that sometimes I think the pranks go too far.
They do,
and I didn't like that prank. You like that prank? Of course you would, because you're a father. Yeah, and it's a son.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I didn't like it.
Ain't that to go? The Father, Spirit, the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, no, I ain't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we didn't have to necessarily do that prank.
Yeah,
it's other things that we can do.
I didn't like it,
and I didn't like how the boy felt comfortable cussing at his mom.
What did he say? I didn't hear that part.
He said it's effing apple juice.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
And then the dad was like, "Right, thank you," and I'm like,
"Oh, I just heard apple juice."
He was in clobbered.
Correct behavior, but see, that's why I feel like just all of that prank alone was just too grown. Because why is he even holding a beer bottle?
So you don't think kids should cuss at their parents?
In their head, if they want to, sure. I'm not saying that you ain't gonna get mad, but you it's a time and place. Because we used to say stuff in our head when we would get mad.
So
but
when you become an adult, should you cuss in front of your parents?
I know.
No,
I still don't.
I still
don't.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, no, I still don't.
Because I know people that do.
And I be looking like, but I have to remember they're grown.
But you know, white kids, they cuss at their parents at
They do.
any age.
They do.
Yeah.
They
And they
fuck
still
mom.
living. Yeah. They still living. I don't know how they still living.
How are they living?
Yeah.
You asked my daughter said, I said, Pooter, you cuss? She was like, no. I said, you can tell me the truth. Yeah, but no, I mean, I said when I be in my game, you know. Okay.
I got too comfortable with my mama one day, and it slipped like right on the tip, and then she was like, "Wait, what'd you say?" I said, "Nothing."
Yeah, it's been a time where I was explaining.
I was like, I was in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, I would be explaining the story
myself, but it was about 3 seconds from coming out.
Yeah,
and she was like, "Oh yeah, you getting real comfortable."
Because I be still scared of what's gonna happen after. Like I don't want to try that.
I won't be scared, but I just like showing respect. I mean,
I don't want to try that.
I ain't scared of her.
Even my friends that cuss in front of their parents.
I ain't scared of her.
Even my friends that cuss in front of their parents, I still do not cuss in front of their parents.
You know,
I don't do it in front of mine or others. Yeah. I don't.
And they be like, why he didn't make it? Why he ain't more like you? I'm like, shit, because he had a mama like you. Nah, but no.
Not she the problem.
No, my mother used to cuss all the time. I mean, my mother can say a sentence without cussing.
Mm-hmm.
She said, boy, hand me that goddamn remote.
Mm-hmm.
Pete, did you get that damn sugar?
Right.
What the fuck are you doing downstairs? You know what I mean?
You know, they say people they curse because they don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Or it's just easier to cuss.
No.
I'm fine without it. Like I don't cuss on a daily basis.
I can cuss people out without cussing.
Now that's the one.
Most women can.
Yeah, now that's the one.
It's the fellas that can't.
Yeah.
The first word is B.
Mm-hmm. Are you mad? Cool.
Literally, that's the first word.
Yeah, they get defensive. They get very defensive.
And if you think about it, their vocabulary isn't as
as
strong as a woman's.
Because it's used that as being degrading.
Y'all say 20,000
or more.
So that means we have a higher vocab than you guys.
Very true.
Yeah.
But there's only one word to start fights. That's how you know if a fight about to happen.
If they say F you?
No. Motherfucker. So you hear that, it's a fight about to start.
I feel like old people say that word.
It's too long. Say it's too long for us.
Like, I feel like MFer is for old people. Like, you 50 and up.
Yeah. You really doing somebody's mama.
Listen, I'm actually, if you use the MF, you well off into your late 50s, early 60s.
See, here's the thing. If I use it, I'm dropping the ER and adding an A.
If you using it, you well off into your 50s and 60s. Like,
no.
This generation
if they saying the ER. But our generation is the A.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't hear too many people around my range be saying the MF or MF.
It's the way they say it.
I don't hear it
because it's MUH.
I don't hear it,
and then
I don't hear the F bomb and the B word more than I hear mother.
Yeah,
word to your mother.
Yeah, I can see that. It's not really used as frequent as the other ones.
It's for 50 and above.
Yeah.
Y'all try.
Like, I feel like
40,
if you use
40 and above.
No, 40's not using it. 50 and above, like
40-year-olds are definitely using the MF.
No, they not.
They are.
Not the ones I know. They're not using it.
Yeah, our generation, they're not saying the mother. They're saying the MUTH.
Listen,
mother.
Your cuss words age you.
On how you say it. Okay.
Your cuss words are aging you. Okay.
Telling your age.
So, Miles, we know you 50 plus.
I'm 53.
We 50 plus.
50 plus.
But I'm not gonna lie, I look good for my age. I look great for my age. Bring it in.
You said how I crept up on the claps. Okay.
Yeah, you should have.
I was gonna do the.
You should have just did a little.
I do look good for my age comparably to who I seen in my previous class.
So this what I was giving.
The snap fingers.
Right.
Okay.
Compared to my graduating class, I
but no, it's a blessing though, Miles, for you to be here for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Thank you.
Especially through the time that you went through life.
Okay.
With no social media.
Y'all, you need a documentary.
No, I'm just saying, like, you went through the whole crack epidemic.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Like, that was.
Have you ever thought about a documentary?
Yeah, but it'd be boring.
No, it won't.
I mean,
It may be 3 hours.
Are you gonna watch it?
The first hour.
Exactly.
Miles, I support it.
She loves
I
to
watched.
say, I'm about to watch a documentary. Like,
You didn't even watch what I had told you to watch.
I
You
did
went
watch
right
it.
to sleep.
It put me to sleep.
How long?
As soon as I got the phone with
See?
you.
shout out to Tyler Perry's new TV show.
I watched it.
Did you like it?
I'm only on episode.
Pleasantville.
I'm only on episode 2.
I'm on episode 3. I think it's funny.
I see where he's going. I see where he's going with it. But I like Terry Vaughn. She looks amazing.
Terry Ryan actually like what's the woman everybody don't like no more? She used to be fine too. Set it up, Vivica Fox. In this show, she reminds me of Vivica Fox.
Really? I don't see it.
Yeah.
She got her own style, her own thing. But I mean, I like her. I think
I think when she cuts, she funny.
But I'm picking, like, I see little things of where he's going with it. So I get it.
It's like the new version of Meet the Browns, but with more cuss words.
Well, really just the grandma. The grandma's over.
Grandma, but
She's overly using stuff.
But that's how some grandma.
I know, that's what I'm saying. She's overly using things. Because it's like, grandma, that wasn't even... It's the auntie grandma for me. Like,
Auntie grandma.
But it's like, that wasn't even necessary for that line.
Yes, it is.
No, it wasn't. Some of the stuff was... I mean, it's cool. I see like I said, I see where he's going with it. I get it.
Okay. That's cool. Let's go to the next video.
Let's get it.
Without me snoring. Go ahead.
Alright, I'm just gonna explain what happened. He was at the end of my street waiting for me and seen a car pull up in front of my house. It was for my neighbor, and he thought it was for me and thought it was a dude and convinced himself that he's seen a guy come out of my house. But if you look on the porch, there's only his footsteps. And the lady that actually came from my neighbors was a white female, and if he would have looked, he would have seen that and this wouldn't have happened. But he is delusional and broke my windows because he was convinced that there was a guy here. And yeah, so that's what happened. And I did contact the police and I did make a report, and he will be going to jail for this, for anybody that's confused. That's pretty much the story.
So I'm not saying that man is a narcissist, but if he is, he's toxic as hell. Of course, if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. Actually, I have narcissistic personality disorder. This is proof positive right here that just because you leave a toxic relationship doesn't mean that the abusive, toxic behaviors from your ex-partner stop. Sometimes after the relationship ends, the behaviors can actually amplify and get worse, i.e. him coming to her house, busting out the windows of her house and of her car. Because he thought he saw another dude there. He thought he saw another man there. He's stalking out her house, being weird as hell, being obsessive, and thinking that she belongs to him, like a lot of narcissistic and toxic people will do. I say this a lot of times, y'all, but narcissistic and toxic people think that you belong to them. They claim ownership over you and your body, your house, dominion over you. And even if they leave you for someone else, they cheat on you, have a baby by somebody else, do whatever, get married to somebody else, they won't allow you to move on sometimes. Double standards exist in toxic ass relationships, y'all. That's just the truth of the matter. That's just the fact of the matter of the situation a lot of times when you're dealing with people like this. And as you see, she called the police or whatever. They might come through. She might be able to get a restraining order. But y'all, a restraining order is just a piece of paper. You need to take proactive steps to protect yourself. If you're in America, there's a Second Amendment out there for that purpose sometimes. You heard in the video, she said, nobody even came here for me. That was for my neighbor, and it was a woman. But he just jumped the handle and came up here and busted up my stuff because he thought I was with another man. Again, they can do it, but it's a problem when you do it. You see what I'm saying? Double standards. And
yeah, he was just crazy.
Yeah, he was.
I'm sorry, he was just crazy.
And plus, the guy gave the explanation. He was very long-winded.
He was so long-winded for me. But
how you gonna bring me up when you know? I just told you I was taking the snooze.
Here's my thing. I think they need to do something with them restraining orders.
They can't do nothing with it.
They need to figure out what to do better with it.
It ain't nothing but do better.
When somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot.
They
of
be
people,
waiting on people to die.
A lot of people that got killed with OPPs or
Yeah, they want people to die because I feel like a restraining order doesn't do anything.
A restraining order.
Like you said, it's just a piece of paper.
It's just a piece of paper,
Yeah.
but you will take your punk ass to jail.
Well, if you watched The Perfect Guy with Sanaa Lathan, Morris Chestnut, and Michael Ealy, you know what to do.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Say you know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what to do.
Yeah, keep your gun.
Well, what
He
you
definitely
do
said
is-
protect yourself.
I'm about to tell y'all what to do. Let me see. Maybe I shouldn't.
Not on the show.
Well, it's in the movie. I feel like it's already public knowledge.
We'll say it then.
Well, you have use protection, and you put a blank in there, and if they come towards you, you shoot. That's a warning shot. If they continue to come towards you, you shoot. You kill them. That self-defense.
Yeah.
Facts.
So that's what the police officer told her to do because he wasn't going to stop, and the restraining order was useless, and the police officer basically said that it was.
Yeah.
So I feel like
that's crazy because that's what people really think that'll save them though.
Yeah,
is the
like,
restraining order.
and then it's gonna take y'all 3 minutes before I might be choked up.
You see, before y'all actually get here. Okay.
Like, honestly, I really think they need to do something else with restraining orders. And I say that because I had to get one for someone.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, I don't feel.
Twice. Go ahead.
That is true.
Yeah.
I don't feel safe or protected because.
Right. Because you like that piece of paper.
The person is still following me. So.
That's crazy as hell.
What?
I mean, people, period, with the whole stalking thing.
Yeah, it's a real thing. I had 2 PPOs out on people.
Yeah, wow.
It's a real thing. That's why I don't be bothered.
It's scary.
My private life is private.
Yeah.
Women be stalking like a motherfucker too.
Women stalk too.
Yeah. They do.
In fact, I think women are worse than men.
They are.
Because they going through social media.
They going through social
And they
media.
create pages. They create lives. They create people. Women are way worse than men when it comes to stalking.
Oh, damn. I'm glad you said it because if I said that, I'm a male chauvinist.
Listen.
Maybe.
I've been stalked twice.
I've been stalked 3 times.
Yeah. Oh.
And it was bad.
Mine wasn't bad. I just like
The social media one was bad.
two of the
Wow.
females was police officers. So I was just calling the station like, well, do you know what car 56 is? No,
See,
you
I
do
don't-
not.
See, that's what makes me afraid to date a police officer.
Yeah.
I am afraid to date one.
Because you know you got all my information.
Exactly.
Quickly.
Yes.
And I didn't even want to give you all.
And now I don't even know if the PPO gonna work on you.
You see? Because you know how to work around it.
We got another video?
Yes.
I'm terrified.
Let's get it.
My head itching.
POV. I told my parents police are after me to see if they would lie for me.
Police! Police! What have you done?
I told them they need to lie for me.
You want me to lie for you? Hell no! I will snitch. Believe me, I'm a snitch.
I started ignoring them.
Hell no, I snitch.
What did you do? I'm gonna be honest. I'm not about to play that game. Well, first of all, you're texting me.
Yeah.
You're texting me.
So you wouldn't think it was real?
I think that you're an idiot.
Where are you not calling?
The first thing I'm gonna think is my son is an idiot.
They gonna check
Why
their
are you
phone.
texting me, you dummy?
But I mean, even if he would have called, you would have been the last person in the call log. You get what I'm saying?
You're an idiot. Like, even you're an idiot.
Yeah, to say all that in a text message.
In a
No, I get it.
text message, you dummy.
You know what?
What have I raised?
To protect my
I
child.
would have been like, call me now.
I was gonna say, to protect my child, we gonna come up with something.
Yeah, but I hope that you know to call me private, dummy. Like, or use a WhatsApp or something.
Say
like,
something.
Why are we being so dumb? The first thing that I'm gonna do is question my parenting. God, what did I do?
Yeah, he like, I snitched.
Why are you so dumb?
I snitch. Hell no.
the first thing I'm gonna do is question me as a parent, because why is my son so stupid?
Where did I go wrong?
Where did I go wrong?
Mom, I need you to lie. I need you to say I was at home all day. Are you an idiot? Because why are you texting me, you dummy?
Okay, what did you do?
I would have felt better if you would have said, "Hey, Mom, I'm upstairs."
Right, or something. Then would have called like, "Hey."
Yes, like, "Hey, Mom, I'm upstairs. What did you want?"
Yeah, I would protect mine. Yeah, I get what you're saying. That was
code.
Something.
Listen, I know when I call my mom and she talk a certain way, I know what that means. No,
you
Miles, I'm not talking about that.
You know.
I wasn't talking about that.
You know who around.
Yes, I'm like,
if it's time to go into talking, or I'll talk to you later.
The phone, it's like, "Oh, you around business?" Yeah, Brittany. So,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's an instant.
Yeah,
I would be like, "What have I raised?"
You see,
if my son texts me some dumb stuff, I would have felt better if you would have been like, "Hey, Mom, I'm upstairs. I'm about to call you."
Then let me know to play.
Hey, Jim Animal. He said, "Yo, have y'all ever been stalked and lied on?"
Yes.
And the person put a PPO on you. Oh, no, I haven't had that, but I have been stalked and been lied on. But I had all the receipts.
Got it. Okay.
And I had video.
So to be able to get a restraining order, what is required? What is needed? Like, do you have to have proof, or is it just their word against yours at that point?
I filed a police report.
Okay.
And I showed them all the evidence.
Okay.
And then the first time I had to go to court.
Okay.
And I had all my evidence.
Got you.
And then they served them. And then the second time, since I had already had this experience before, it was the same cop. I was like, "Listen, I don't be doing nothing. I be minding my business." He was like, "I believe you. I really do. I really believe you." But
he's like, "Yeah."
The second time, I just called and filed a police report. They did all the evidence. And it was, the cool part is that the idiot was at my house calling me, going off on my phone while the police were there. So I didn't have to go to court for the second one.
Crazy word.
So thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I kept my receipts.
Gotcha. You have to keep receipts.
That's deep, Jim Animal. So you had that happen to you, Miles?
Yeah.
So you had a
Good morning,
PPO
Tone.
on you? Hey, Tone.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, somebody put it on you.
Yeah.
Like you were the problem.
What did they say to you?
Well, this was my business partner, my ex-business partner, Yolanda. She was trying to get me out of.
Why you gotta drop names?
I mean, I can say it. I ain't say her last name. And she put a PPO out with her dumb ass in the sense of trying to get me kicked out of my own office, which my name is on a lease.
But what proof did she have to get the restraining order?
Nothing. I mean, a woman don't need no proof.
I needed proof.
But that was domestic, right? Violence and all this stuff.
No, it wasn't domestic.
So what was the proof you had to show?
I had to show all of like the social media stuff. I had to show them phone records, them coming to the house. Like I had to show all of that.
So if they had to call phone calls, of course, me and her talk to each other all the time. All day, every day.
Yeah, but this person, well, like I said, I had two.
So I ain't had no messages to where I was like, "Bitch, I kill you," nothing like that. She even lied. When she lied, said I brandished a gun. First of all, I carried the gun for almost 14, 15 years, and no one ever knew I carried the gun except for one person my whole entire life, right? And I never showed anyone. And during that time, I wasn't even carrying the gun. And then she said I threatened her on my birthday when she actually bought me a birthday gift and hosted my birthday party.
See, I thought you had to show something because it could be your word against theirs.
Well,
that's what I was asking, like, what's required?
Listen,
yes, it does. You have to show something.
If a woman can blame a baby on you and have no proof, she could definitely blame you for some stuff.
I don't know.
Oh, you stay out there though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're a black woman.
Yeah,
it's a different
but
story.
I don't know because even in the movie, if you see the movie enough with Jennifer Lopez, she went and they said you have to file a police report and it has to be proof. That's why she was like, "Are you serious?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, you don't need no proof of shit. Caller, you in there?
Hey, what's up, family? Hey, this John Q just checking in with y'all. So look,
how are you?
Y'all good?
Yeah.
So look, I left a comment in there. So it happened to me before, and Doc knows that I've been having some issues. Well, I was having some issues with a neighbor of mine, this guy, and he actually was lying to the police and all kind of stuff. Put a PPO on me and all kind of stuff, just off of like 2 lying instances. And the police actually took his side, so I had to go to court and all that kind of stuff, and I had a CPL and all that kind of stuff or whatever, got it back and all that. But at the same time, it's like, okay, when it comes to the law and stuff like that or whatever, they are lacking when it comes to investigating the people that's actually putting these PPOs on people a lot of times.
Yes.
And it was kind of weird because, like I said, it was a guy, you know what I mean? It was a neighbor of mine across the street. So he was keeping up a lot of shit, you know what I mean, for the most part. And at the end of the day or whatever, he's not here, like over here no more. He moved. He had to move, so he got into it. He was getting into it with everybody that was over here. But needless to say, it's like it's a bad situation to where, okay, if a person is lying on you, saying that you're doing all these things, and he's lying on you just to try to get you caught up in the system, and what do you do then as far as quote unquote being protected? Because if you have a CPL, then they actually have to have you, they suspend your CPL. So it's like if somebody is, oh yeah, they suspend your CPL. So now you kind of like in a situation where it's like you're going to take a chance on defending yourself. So say if this person or whatever had a gun, he'd have lied on you. Now he's stalking you because that's what he was doing. He would follow me. He'd know where, what time I go to work and all this kind of stuff, follow behind me and stuff like that. So I had to play this game because I already knew he would sit up there and try to jam me up and say, okay, make another lie again, because that's how he ended up getting himself caught up with getting served, because he was sitting up there trying to dodge me going to court, you know, to get my, you know, get the PPO terminated. So he was trying to dodge them. So that's how he ended up getting caught up on. He ended up calling the police again, trying to lie. They came over here. I wasn't home, but my wife was, and she had the papers drawn up already to go ahead and get him served. So that's how his dumb ass got himself served and shit. So you know what I mean? Yeah. So needless to say, he was an idiot. But yeah, it's a really a tricky situation when you starting to deal with people that be lying and the police and stuff like that. You know, will sit up there and take somebody else's side without even hearing yours, and they automatically, you know what I mean, will allow somebody to put a PDO, you know, on you for lying. You know, that's very a possibility. So at any means, that's why I said protect yourself by any means necessary. Be smart about it. But at the same time, protect yourself at all times.
Yeah.
You know, at that point in time or whatever, if you feel like, hey, your life is on the line and stuff like that, fuck the law. You know what I mean? Protect yourself.
Yeah.
As you should.
You know?
As you should.
I agree with that.
As you should.
Yes. Yeah.
I totally agree.
You know.
I totally agree. So, thank you for giving us
so much.
No problem. No problem, y'all. Y'all have a good one, all right?
Thank you as well. Enjoy your weekend and holiday.
Shout out to GM.
Y'all too.
Yes.
All right,
thank you.
Y'all can check them out every Monday night at 9 p.m. Monday is going to be kind of different. It's the holiday, but there is a show that's going to continue on doing a show on Monday in this Raw but Real. Shout out to them. Yeah, Chanie, you get to sleep in. Anyway,
and so eat good.
Eat good.
Okay.
Yeah, so Okayla. Damn, I sound like her.
Yeah,
anyway, I know
you sound like a woman. Yeah, but you should always protect yourself
by any means. Like he said,
should be something on you. Yeah, no, I do. They need to
even
change
if it's
that.
some mace, keep it on.
And they need to change that PPO mess, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
they need to figure out how to make that
especially women
better.
that are outside by themselves a lot. Definitely protect yourself, men and women, but predominantly.
And I definitely think women should take self-defense classes.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
We got another video.
Yes, more than just a day.
Okay. so
I'm done with Chanie.
Because some only be a day.
And look, so today we ended early because Chanie got to catch a helicopter out here. So we're gonna do this one last video, y'all.
Her man, he going on one knee.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's gonna take him a whole another day to get up.
Well, so I'm gonna stick beside him.
Give us a call if you want to. 810-560-0658. 810-560-0658. Y'all watching the Rise of Ground Morning Show. Check out this video.
Where's the letter at? And do it right, or you're gonna get embarrassed in front of your whole class. I don't know exactly who it was who dared her to do it, but I would appreciate if you guys, or whoever it was, do not ask her or influence her, although she is her own person and knows how to say no to something that doesn't make sense or something that is not called for. You're too old for that. And hurry up, you got 2 seconds to find it. Okay, well, guess what? Stand up and remember what you wrote. And I remember what you wrote. Look at her.
Put your hands down. Put your hands down, Harmony. Maisha. How you think she felt when you walked up and slapped her? Do any of y'all want somebody to just walk up and slap y'all? No. That is not cool. And Dario, don't laugh.
And you know, every single one of your parents feels the same way that she does. So don't act like you don't get in trouble like this.
I don't want nobody walking up to her slapping her, and I don't appreciate her slapping nobody else. Now go.
I apologize for the incident that happened on Friday.
Go ahead and just say what you need to say. You don't have to say a word for word. Apologize sincerely.
I apologize for.
Put your hands down.
I apologize for what happened on Friday, and I won't let that happen again. And for me putting my hands on you, my mom put her hands on me.
What else? Ask her, do she accept your apology?
Do you accept my apology?
I apologize as her mother for her doing that. This will not happen again. Now I'm not telling her she can't hit nobody. Now if y'all hit her, I ain't telling y'all she can't hit y'all back. But she's not gonna walk up to nobody and just slap nobody. Cause I don't want nobody doing that to her. So I don't want her doing that to nobody else's child. Cause that's not right. Bullying is not right. You don't know what somebody's going through at home. Do you understand? And it better not happen again. Thank you.
Dang, Miles, you was crying?
No, onions.
Wow. No, I love it. I respect it. I think it's dope.
I mean, I probably would have whipped her ass in front of the class first.
Well,
do you
I'm
think
not
that would have made an impact though, as great as this one? Oh my
Well,
God.
see, I be thinking about childhood wounds.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's what, I think she did it the correct way. It just still was an embarrassing moment.
I think it's something in the
but she was
music.
about to cry. But I love that the woman did that, right? Because in the show Forever, I don't know if you paid attention to what the mother had said, and she was like,
Which episode?
I don't know the episode. I just know she was talking about a village.
Okay.
When she wanted the little girl to go tell her mom about the video.
Okay.
And she was basically saying, like, we always preaching all of this other stuff about a village this, a village that, but when it comes to our community, we not being a village for our kids, and our kids are the ones that suffering. So I thought it was dope that the mother even did that.
You talking about the white lady?
No, the black lady. The movie was black.
No, the white lady. Remember they went to Margaret.
No. The black, his mother, Justin's mother, was saying no. Like we are.
Justin's mother. No,
well, she was like, we are her village, so we gonna make sure she taken care of. We gonna make
I ain't seen that. That must be episode 5.
It was episode
5 or 6.
Probably was 6. Yeah, 5 or 6. But my point is, I love that she said that because you're right. Like, I feel like in Miles' day, y'all had a village. And even before Miles' day, like you had a village, and like now we don't. You know, I feel like some people are trying to we'll keep the village alive. It's a few of us that still have a village, so I like it. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, and you don't see that.
She ain't gonna do it no more.
Exactly, and you don't see that much positivity, especially when it comes to the discipline side. But like you said, I definitely feel like it made an impact. It got the point across. She didn't beat her child.
No, she just did a look.
Exactly.
Put your hands down.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
see what I'm saying? And that was with a paper. So
Pooter got her ass whooped.
Well, see, I don't
bullying.
Yes.
You don't think talking would have helped?
No, never Pooter. No, I
Because I have a question though.
No,
I have a question though. Why would you beat your kid for bullying?
Never. I said whooped her ass.
Well, why would you whoop her when she's bullying?
Because the problem is with bullying.
That's
is,
why she bullies. Because that's usually why they become the bullier.
No, it's because somebody bullied them that there was their age. When Pooter, when I found out she was a bully, I caught her mess. She was like 5 or 6 years old, doing this to like a 3-year-old kid. Here, right? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
So you never done that to her?
No.
Oh.
Never. No, even in a joking manner.
Oh, okay.
But then I learned about my daughter she never been around children. Mm-hmm. So when I had a girl I was dating had children, that's when I seen the bulliness.
But she wasn't playing?
No. No, because she did. We sat. We was me and the girl at the time. We was looking through the window.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
You know, some kids be. Yeah, you can't reach your
Exactly.
No, she was a pure bully, and she
was a pure bully.
She strategically did.
Y'all saw one thing. She's a pure bully, guys.
And look, because when school started, right? Oh my God, master manipulate. When I tell you,
I wonder where she get that from.
Right.
Her mama. So.
No accountability.
I'm not gonna lie. Pooter,
Miles, you're a Scorpio. Let's
you are the
real.
bully.
But
I don't think you beating
you
her.
bullying your own way.
Because I don't feel like you beating her in front of the class would have solved anything.
No, I'm gonna tell you what ass whooping in front of class do.
Nothing.
That was more embarrassing than getting a whooping.
Not really.
And you forgot your paper
on purpose.
Okay.
Hold on. But what she did not do, right? What the mother did not do. I would at least grabbed her by the chin, like, say it. One thing.
Well, she was close. If she wouldn't have found,
I
up.
gotta hear from other fathers to see how they would have handled that.
Fathers would have whipped that ass.
But why though?
Can a father please, real quick? Can some father please call in or put in the comments what they would have done?
Listen, especially with a girl.
If them animals say F bullies.
Ass whooping with a father versus an ass whooping to the mama. Totally different.
Help the
I don't think the father would have whooped her butt in front of class.
No, he would have pulled her to the side of something.
Listen, by the age of 8, I ain't had to never pull her again a day in my life. You know why? Because what happened was...
You went to the class and did that?
No, because my cousin, he told his daughter she had to go and apologize.
Oh.
But he didn't whoop her.
No, I whipped her first, and then she had to go apologize.
Oh, so you whooped her at home offline, and then she had to...
Oh, that's what I thought you meant. But you said in front of the class.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna tell you what I did with. That's what I say. My daughter became very manipulative, to where she in her school is like if she wet herself 3 times, she got to go home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? 'Cause
at what age?
Any age, like at this age, she's like 6.
Oh, she shouldn't have been wetting herself.
No, she did that just to get attention. Listen. She knows she is a walking distance from her school. Right?
Gotcha. She trying to get home.
So this time they called me because the mama didn't answer and her mother fiance.
So you whooped her at home.
Listen, no, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Maybe it's traumatized.
Listen, she know when the clock strikes 2, the principal leaves, and the principal normally parks directly behind her class. So the truck.
6, she got
that's
all of
wild.
It is a major problem.
I'm telling you, calling you on the air, but I want to finish this.
Definitely wouldn't have whooped her ass in front of the class.
Well, hello, Tom.
Hey,
Good
Tom.
morning.
See,
What up, though?
that's a high value black man.
I mean, Miles, and you probably gonna say you didn't get many. How many whoopings have you got coming up?
A lot.
Nah,
A lot.
What did it change?
Oh, a lot. Mama, listen.
It ain't changed shit if you got a lot. If it changed, you would only got 1 or 2.
No,
exactly.
No, hold on. When I say I got a
Hold on, Tom. One second.
Hold on, Tom. Y'all the only people tell Tom. Hold on. Go ahead.
We like Tom.
Call you in there.
Okay.
Hey, caller.
Hello. Y'all there?
Hello.
Y'all there?
Hey, man.
Oh,
say man. All right, y'all there. Tone and Cal.
What up, dog?
Okay, so Tone, listen.
What up, dog?
I got my ass whoopings on different levels as I got older, right?
Miles.
So here's what my cousin is the person who disciplined me. Now when my mother,
That's why you kept getting them.
When my mother with me, I'm like this. I'm like.
That ain't hurt.
This ain't shit, right? But when my mama said I'm calling punch, I'm like, hold on, I can do my homework, I can do makeup work, I can do whatever. Please don't call.
But I agree with Tom. I'm with Tom. Like if you got all them doggone whoopings, nothing happened.
Yeah, and I feel like whooping don't change nothing. If you want to help enlighten and change some behavior, talk to them and make it make sense, but with words. What whooping I'm gonna do? Because now you whoop me in front of class. Now I know what ass whooping I'm gonna get. Let a motherfucker laugh after you leave. I'm beating their ass.
Okay.
It's not gonna solve anything.
See, a lot of people talk about old school raising. Yeah, this old school, but that's old school, and it don't make sense. It don't work, Miles. You ain't that old, my nigga.
Tom,
he old.
Tom, let me say this, and I'm going to be very honest with you. It's not just ass whooping in front of the class, right? However, what I'm saying is I whooped my daughter's ass before she got to class. Let me finish this off while both of y'all on the phone. My daughter kept pissing on herself, and she's like, I don't have no more clothes. I got to go home. When they called me, I came there, and she looked like she seen the ghost because I never had to go up to her school, right? I came up there. The prince, she like, Dad, what you doing here?
Did she stop peeing?
Hold on. I'm gonna
that's what we want to know.
I talked to her, and she said, but it was 2:00, and he was gone. And I said, hold on, Pooter. I said, excuse me, Principal, such and such. Can I use this restroom? And I said, because I need to whip her ass right now. He said, you can't whip her here, but I got my private restroom right here.
That's wild.
So I whipped her ass, right? I whipped her ass. And then she thought we was about to leave. I went in her classroom. She sat down with them same wet, pissy ass clothes she had on. And I sat right next to her. And then guess what? She never, ever pissed on herself again. And here's why, because one thing about a child with humiliation, and you're right, Tone. The first time I caught myself whipping her, but she fought more because people was teasing her in the class. So I do agree. That was like in kindergarten. But in the first grade, once I did that, all that other shit, I ain't never had to whip my daughter again since she's been 8 years old. If I call her, when her mother had to whip her ass, she like, I'm still not doing it. She called, I said, Pooter, get your ass ready or I'm coming over there. Her mom was like, well, she coming out the house now. You know what I mean? Because Pooter already know, like, playing with me, don't play with me because my time is important and you need to respect your mama. Go ahead, fellas. I'm sorry, Tony, I had to say that.
Oh, no, I just don't feel like that was the only thing I was calling when y'all was saying call in. I just feel like, and then the universe has its way of turning around because all bullies get bullied. You learn a humbling lesson even when you on that type of time.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lesson in that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's gonna come a time where you meet that match, and then that's where you got the parents that's what you get. No, this is what happens when you move like this. Like this is what that little kid felt when you was on that type of time. Like this is why I tell you don't do that. Like it's just lessons in everything that. You got some kids that just don't understand, and you got to figure out a way. But I just always felt like talking makes the most sense.
True, and that's why you're a high value man.
It really don't got nothing to do with that other than being immune to. Okay, I know I'm gonna do this. I know I, as a kid, I weighed my consequences. I know if I do this, I'm gonna get in trouble. This don't happen.
Yeah,
I can deal with it.
Yeah.
I think you should talk.
And most people don't do it. All right. Thank you for calling, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. Okay, Cal.
Cal on there.
Cal probably sound like Cal like in the Secretary of State.
Is he whooping? You know? Are you whooping your kid, Cal?
The younger me would have.
Oh, okay.
but me now probably not. But I agree. I'm with both sides though. I'm with the hands needing to be put when they need to be put. But I'm also with the conversation part of it because I got a lot of places. I got a lot more done with conversation with my kids than I did with anything.
Most definitely. That's shout out to you.
I think you do.
Shout out to good parents, good fathers, especially.
Yeah, good fathers. Yeah, Miles, you slid up in there.
you made the cut.
I'm not gonna lie. I would tell you in a minute. Like
he slid in there.
It would take my oldest babies to really tell you. Like,
thank you, Cal.
Thanks, Cal. It take my older babies to tell you like, oh yeah, I ain't play with Pops. Pops.
That's real.
I mean, I couldn't take you serious as a father, but they did. Yeah, I'm glad that they did.
Oh, they did.
Because I wouldn't.
And they still do too.
I literally, the first time I took him serious was the first day I met him. Then after that, I'm like, yeah.
I just feel like he's gonna make a joke about something.
Everything.
Well, here's what I learned.
Everything.
And I'm gonna tell you briefly because I know we got to go. I'm gonna tell you where I got that from. My mother used to get abused by a guy, right? Mm-hmm. And then one day, my mother said, "I got a black guy because I was being foolish with my decisions." Mm-hmm. She said, "But I'm going to take off my clown suit." You know what I mean? She was being so serious, and she said, "Cause shit, I got to prop these titties up and walk straight." You know what I mean? She always had a joke to make.
Yeah, so that's where you get it from.
To let her people know that she's gonna be okay.
But it's actually,
I do that sometimes too. If the mood too heavy, I gotta lighten.
But sometimes that's an undertone.
Yeah, a lot of times, majority of times, it's an undertone.
It's an undertone that is actually pain and hurt underneath it. Yeah,
let's get up out of there.
A lot of my,
but that's because you don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Let's get up out of there.
So you hide from it.
Shout out to the comedians that's really hurting and want to kill themselves, but they haven't
But you know
done
what's
it.
crazy? Like when you deal with it and get through it, you become unstoppable.
Yeah, but so I noticed certain things like that. You notice he did that. He did that in the Tyler Perry movie, the white guy.
Mm-hmm. It was actually really funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that part was funny, and there was something else when she was like, "Yeah, my chief of staff." He was kind of the chief of staff. I mean, it was. I know what he's trying to do, and I think some people just don't. You got to know how to write for comedy, and I think as an actor who wants to touch comedy, you have to understand timing.
Yeah.
You do,
because comedy is just
everything.
Timing is
and
everything.
You really have
comedy.
to listen. And I think sometimes some people can overdo.
Like Mojo is good in the show, but he kind of overdo it sometimes. When he said "unhand me," he should say "unhand me now." He should do that.
Yeah, but I think it takes time to really understand comedy. I think that's why Eddie Murphy was such a genius because he understood the comedy part. Because sometimes I think Kevin Hart has overdone some stuff, and it'd be like, okay, Kevin, you know what I'm saying? But then you have, and Chris Tucker has done over the top stuff too.
Yeah, that's how I be feeling all that yelling.
Jerry Lewis comedy, slapstick comedy.
But like The Hangover to me was hilarious, but it was very subtle.
It was subtle and like that's fucked up.
It was messed. It was a really messed up. But we'll talk about that later.
Thank y'all for watching the Rise Brown Morning Show. Thank you, Tone, Cal, for calling in. Thank you for Jim Animal calling in.
Listen, can y'all be safe over the weekend?
Yeah, please.
And can we send prayers and healing hands to Skilla Baby?
Yes.
Okay.
Most definitely. For sure.
Okay. He probably like, they ain't healing hands. You know them high fives. All right.
That's why I did the real.
But it was actually healing hands for me. Yeah. We want him to get well.
Yes, we do.
Get well very soon.
All right, y'all. On that note, we are out.
Babe, you know you fine, don't you? Babe, you know you fine. Okay.
Good go. Bust down.
We out.
Middle part of the side.
You can go bald. Okay.
You can go blind.
I don't know the lyrics.
We know.
Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, 'cause you